Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is the 26th March 2024. In this video, let us generate bullish and bearish trade setups for daily income trade and hourly income trade. And yesterday we have generated a stock Infosys for hourly income trade. Let us check its performance that happened in today's trade. Even before that, a small announcement, please. If this is your first visit to our channel, please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action. All the training videos I kept in a playlist supply demand zone price action course at our NeoStock YouTube channel. Even I have provided the link to this playlist in this YouTube video description. You click the link, you will get into this page and then scroll down to the bottom of this page. Here, starting from lesson 1.1, all the training videos are available in an order. Please go through all these lessons one by one and strengthen your skills related to supply demand zone price action. Even I have provided the link to our Telegram channel in this YouTube video description. Please join in that channel. It will be helpful to you. Each time when we release a new YouTube video, we'll provide an update in that channel. And before generating today's reports, let us quickly evaluate the performance of Infosys stock we analyzed in the previous video. See, today Infosys gave an entry, but here it is a little tricky. RR is not good enough for many people to take a trade when prices are entering into this zone. And also, as we discussed earlier, let me show you. The 5-minute zone is a high liquidity zone. 5 minutes. 75 is not high liquidity. 15 minutes is also not high liquidity. We already fine-tuned this high liquidity, 5 minutes high liquidity zone inside 15 minutes. The 15-minute zone is fine-tuned inside 75 minutes. So what I did, just minimized the risk here. We are taking a type 2 proximal entry. That is the point we need to understand. This is the ERC candle. These two are the base candles. This is how you need to define the zone as per our software. That is what it is recommended. Even what you can do if you want to handle more risk, you can also adjust up to the distal line of this 15-minute zone. That is up to you. If we have any doubt, we can adjust. That is what I explained you in the previous. Purely if you want to stick to 5 minutes time frame, you can draw. This is the way we minimize the risk because this is the real order flow. But how you want to handle the risk, it is all our depending on our analysis. But here we should make sure we should get the RR, minimum RR. And today price action is changed. Whatever the target we defined previously, no more that is a valid target. Now we got a new target. The reason is today new 15 minutes are created. So this is the reason why whatever the RR we planned earlier, that has to be changed. This is what we planned earlier. But today prices came down and then created a new 5 minutes zone. This is one, and a drop, base drop, this is another one. If this is the if you are taking the most nearest 5 minutes as your target, let me draw. If this is the one, you can't take the trade. You don't have any RR at all. The one you take above, your RR will be achieved. Which RR? For experienced people RR, that is 2.5 at least you can achieve. This you cannot. You have to reject this trade. But why we should neglect this and go for this? There is a reason. Those people who are already attended my earlier high liquidity zones videos, probably you will get clarity. High liquidity zones, generally, they have the capacity to push the prices up to 15 minutes zone. If you remember that point, what you do, you go to 15 minutes time frame. In the 15 minutes time frame, you identify the nearest to this zone. See here, the nearest to this zone is rally base drop. The same thing is 5 minutes RR as well as 15 minutes RR. But this 5 minutes is nearest, but this is not part of the 15 minutes. So with that confidence, we can take a risk. Those who take more risks, they can delete this. And you can fix your target to 15 minutes. This is how you can plan your trade, intraday trade. If this 15 minutes, if this 5 minutes demand zone, let me go to the 5 minutes time frame. This is our entry time frame demand zone. If this high liquidity 5 minutes demand zone could have been a normal demand zone, then you cannot target for 15 minutes during intraday. You have to target only the immediately available 5 minutes. If you have target, you will plan your trade, otherwise you reject the trade. But Infosys, what we did, we planned. But here, if you take this type 2 proximal, still you won't get the RR. So you will be getting less than 2.5 RR. See, exactly, let me put it at the type 2 proximal entry. You are getting only 2.27 RR only. For that, what to do? At least to achieve minimum, you just reduce. See here, slightly reduced the entry. But is the entry is triggered after adjustment? Yes, entry is triggered. Let me draw the horizontal line to get the clarity. Where exactly? See, this was the blue color line is the entry. This is how, by making use of long position tool provided in trading view, you can change these values and you can fix your entry so that you get a minimum RR you are expecting. For beginners means already completed courses and having some experience, small experience. For their point of view, at least 1:3 is required. If you adjust to 1:3 to achieve, further make it go down. Yeah, this is exactly 1:3. Let me draw a horizontal line. For those people also, just they would have got the RR. Just touched this 1:3, the blue color line. They also would have got. Just reached. And if you aim for 1:5, definitely you would have missed this, because further you need to reduce the risk, you would have missed. So those people who are looking for either 1:2.5 or 1:3, they would have got the entry today. And target should be the 15 minutes, the immediately available 15 minutes as per our high liquidity concept, high liquidity zone concept. Because 5 minutes is also high liquidity. Generally, we use fine-tuning technique, 75 minutes high liquidity and daily high liquidity zones. But this is a bullish trade setup. Even though it is bullish trade setup, our entry time frame zone is also a high liquidity zone. That's why there are higher chances this zone will push the price up to next 15 minutes level target. That possibility, there are higher chances as per our high liquidity zone concept. So that is what happened. See, prices touched this level and finally reached the target. How much profit you would have got? So what is our entry price? If those people who are looking for 1:3 RR, they would have taken at 1419.25. And the low of this candle is 1419.25. See, exactly the same price. Some people might have slightly missed the entry also. If 1419.20, whoever kept the orders, their orders would have been executed. 1419.25, maybe some orders might have executed. If the pending lot might be huge, probably, the order flow is a huge, probably some of the orders executed and prices would have gone. So exactly at the bottom. Let us assume, just for calculations point of view, to achieve 1:3 RR, your entry is 1419.25. So let me take the calculator. So what is your target? Target is this 15-minute zone, that is low of this candle. So that is 1498. 0.50, sorry, 1498, that's it. 1498. So let me change it to positive value. So 6.75 rupees profit you would have got today to achieve 1:3 RR after the adjustment. So what is the lot size? What is the, in case if you take in futures, if you take in crash, whatever the number of shares you brought into 6.75. Let us calculate for futures point of futures margin, how much profit we would have got. What could be the ROI? So let me open margin calculator. 0 the margin calculator I opened. Infi. 400 is the net quantity. The data is not available. I think it is working in the market hours only. So first let us see how much profit we would have got. You would have got 2,700 rupees during the intraday profit for one future slot. But its margin cost is something around 1,06,000, something around that. We'll see, we have one more margin calculator, Angel Broking. Let us open their margin calculator. This is Nifty Futures, F&O. Futures symbol Infi. So we are buying. So let me click on add. How much? 1,05,962. 2,700. This is the approximate value. This margin cost. Because at the time it gave the entry, because the price is a little higher than the entry. So our margin cost would have been a little lower, but still approximate value will calculate. So this 2,700 would have been our profit. How much ROI we would have got intraday? Into 100 divided by 1,05,962.4. So you would have got 2.5% ROI. 2.5% ROI, intraday ROI you would have got if you would have taken Infosys trade today. But it is a tricky trade. The reason is because RR is not good enough, you would have adjusted that as I shown you. So up to 1:3 level you would have adjusted and you would have achieved. But beyond that you would not have got sufficient RR. That's why I'm saying it is a tricky. And second thing is you would have planned your target to 5-minute supply zone, drop, base, drop. That is what you have to do during the intraday. But why we looked for 15 minutes? Because 5-minute zone is a high liquidity zone. That's why we took a risk. That way we planned our trade. So this is the point you should understand. Hope you got clarity about the Infi. And after that Infi reached the 15 minutes target and again prices came and this high liquidity zone is violated. Prices came below the zone and violated and now drop, 2 base candles rally, again a new zone is created. In the next retracement probably people will get opportunity. Definitely not now because prices should go up and come down. Because price is closed inside the zone, quite risky to take this trade tomorrow. Maybe. So anyway, this is what suggested by our software. If your today's results, our whatever reports it generates, again if it identifies this stock, you can plan a trade. If our software does not identify, it is quite risky to take the trade without suggested by the software, because software calculates some volatility conditions in the market before displaying you the recommendations. We should not forget that point. So this is about Infitrade we identified in the last report. Now let's get into the report generation for daily income trade and hourly income trade with the help of NeoStock software. So first let us generate bullish trade setup for daily income trade. Daily income trade entry time frame is 15 minutes. Your entry zone should be demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 15 minutes time frame, I am selecting bullish, and 3 filters we will set. First filter, we don't want pierced zones, so that's why I want to set pierced count, the last parameter. See in this space, the pierced count 15 minutes. I want to set minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Indicates pierced count should be 0. Pierced count 0 means the zone is not pierced. And 2 more parameters. The first one is the zone achievement. It should be always violated opposing zone, VOZ. And the minimum odd and enhancer score, it should be 12 for bullish or bearish trade setup. Now let us generate. So these 8 stocks are filtered. So currently they are supporting short-term income trade bullish trade setup based on DIT, daily income trade. And don't forget to fine tune up to 5 minutes. Even though these are all 15 minutes, check 5 minute zones also, the order flow is good or not. Nifty Financial Services also displayed again. We already analyzed this stock in our last video. The same analysis holds good, but check, because targets might have been changed. Who knows? In today's data, new 15-minute zone might have created supply zone, new 15 supply zone. Your target would have been changed. So are you getting RR, enough RR or not? You need to verify. See, today we have seen Infosys stock. Yesterday when we analyzed, we have a different supply zone. So we got a very good RR. But today, the supply zone was very near to the zone, we didn't get the RR. Because it is a high liquidity, we looked up to 15 minutes, at least we got up to 1:3 RR. If you reduce the risk, if you take entry a little inside the zone, then we got 1:3 RR. Otherwise, today's Infitrade we would not have taken. Even though it is successful, we would not have taken a trade because RR is not good. But exactly at border after adjustment we got, that's why we took the trade. And Nifty Financial Services, again you have to do analysis. You don't require to do complete analysis. At least you should look for what is the most recent target. Demand zone is same because software listed. But your supply zone would have been changed. That you please check. If RR is there, you can plan a trade. Otherwise, reject. So let me go back. For 15 minutes time frame, let us generate the bearish trade setup. That means DIT trade, we are generating bearish trade setup. For DIT, entry time frame is 15, but entry zone should be supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup, 15 minutes time frame, instead of bullish, I am changing to bearish. Remaining parameters are same. VOZ, minimum odd enhancer score, 12, and not pierced. So let's filter. So you got 3 stocks filtered. Currently, these 3 stocks are supporting bearish trade setup for daily income trade. Now let us generate a bullish trade setup for hourly income trade. For hourly income trade, your entry time frame is 5 minutes. Your entry zone for bullish trade setup, demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup parameter, at 5 minutes time frame, we are selecting bullish. And pierced count you should set the values for 5 minutes time frame. Minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Indicates it is pierced, it is not pierced. And zone achievement, violated opposing zone, and minimum odd enhancer score should be 12. And let us filter the stocks. Now we got 14 stocks which are supporting bullish trade setup for hourly income trade. Now let's go back. Now let us generate a bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. So entry time frame is 5 minutes, but entry zone should be supply zone. And in bullish or bearish trade setup, 5 minutes time frame changing from bullish to bearish. So because it is a bearish trade setup and remaining parameters are same, zone achievement VOZ, odd enhancer score 12, zone is not pierced, and let us filter. Now 5 stocks are filtered which are supporting bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. So this is a different stocks from these two reports. Now the final report is stop buffers. Let us generate stop buffers for the reference purpose of any of these stocks. We are generating stop buffers based on ATR values. For all the stocks we are generating, first 17 in this list are indices, remaining all are equity stocks, but they are filtered. That means they are based on F&O segment. So what I do, I keep on scroll down this list down. Whichever the stock you want to refer, there you pause the video and you can proceed. So I'm scrolling down. I'll be giving you only a few seconds time. So this is the complete list of all the stocks having stop buffers. Hope this information will be useful to you for your further analysis and study. Let us all meet again in our next video. Thank you.